talk to me about Ted Cruz. Isn't he one of you guys? Isn't he one of the?
Yeah.
Isn't he a Canuck? And I mean, people are trying to run him for president in the United States. I mean, tell us what you got on that.
Well, I mean, he's sort of on board with the whole thing, isn't he? I mean, I heard you on Peter Boyles this morning talking about doing a great job explaining the whole Obama birth certificate thing, and nobody can find it. And in fact, Zulo knows who the forger is now, apparently. So we are very excited to hear the rest of that story. But Ted Cruz released his birth certificate early on in the game here, when he became a known figure in world politics and U.S. politics here. And I'm looking at a copy of Ted Cruz's birth certificate here right in front of me. He was born Raphael Edward Cruz in 1970, and he was born in Calgary, Alberta. He has a Canadian birth certificate.
I've been to Calgary several times. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, and so I don't know if you've ever been at the hospital there where Ted Cruz was born. But he was born. Not only was he born a Canadian citizen, and actually, when this was fleshed out, he renounced his Canadian citizenship, so now he seems to want everyone to know that, hey, look, I'm not Canadian, I'm American, so when the time comes, he'll be able to defend this green and white birth certificate, which says that he was clearly born in Canada.
Yeah, but he's not. But he's not a natural-born citizen, so he is not eligible to be president.
Well, and there's no shortage of debate on how a natural-born citizen is defined. However, Ted Cruz falls outside of the realm of eligibility on two fronts here. First of all, he wasn't born in the United States. And second of all, he wasn't born to two U.S. parents. His father did not become an American citizen until 2005. Right. So there is an argument to be made that if a person is born off of U.S. soil but to two U.S. citizens, that person becomes an instant natural-born citizen. That argument has been made. I've done some research today.
Well, John McCain, the Senate declared him. Yeah, thank you. He was born in Panama Canal Zone, but to two U.S. citizens.
Right. So here we have Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is clearly not eligible to be president of the United States. Listen, if they run Ted Cruz up the flagpole at the Republican National Convention, I may end up running for president, because at that point there's no requirements at all at that point. I mean, they just flushed it all down the drain at that point, right? Because here we have a guy born in Canada to a Cuban national. Uh-huh. His father was Cuban. Now his father fought for the Castro family in Cuba,
right?
And he has since renounced that affiliation. But listen, this is exactly why. This exemplifies why there is a natural-born citizen clause.
Yes.
The reason it exists is to prohibit foreign entanglements, foreign
invasion of the White House.
Right, and foreign allegiances to other countries, so they don't get double agents in the White House, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This was all designed to keep that sort of thing away. And here we have Ted Cruz, nice guy. He speaks the party platform well, and there's no question that he would be a great, perhaps, parliamentarian in Canada, or he's even eligible to run as Prime Minister of Canada, by the way, because Canada has no such natural-born requirement. Wow. But so somebody eligible to be Prime Minister of Canada certainly is not, with a Canadian birth certificate and born to a father who was a Cuban citizen who fought alongside the Castro family during the revolution in Cuba. Such a person certainly is not eligible to be president of the United States. And I just think it's time that we just call a spade here and say, look, if Ted Cruz runs for president and becomes the nominee,
right,
what are we going to do here? I mean, is there any way we can support? Like, let's say he was running against Hillary Clinton. I mean, what do you do?
Right. I know. Well, I'm going to stand where I stood with Obama, because I'm not partisan politics in this. I'm going to stand with the Constitution, and I will declare him to be illegal. He is not. I'm going to tell you, Marco Rubio is not eligible.
Right. There would have to be a third-party option at that point, wouldn't there?